Hey, John.
Yeah.
I have a situation.
What?
We have a dedicated space now to work in, but what I don't have is a great way to take pictures. So I really need almost like a backdrop.
Okay.
But something that'll move back and forth. I think I want to put it in this closet in here. And so something that we can move forward to give it a little bit of a tilt. And maybe I can put some fabric on there that, not really stick to, but that it won't just slide off. Maybe a hole or a screw at the top so I can hang a hanger. So I can do, but it's going to have to be big. Because I'm going to need to do dresses, pants, shirts.
But, I mean, you took good pictures in the kitchen on the dress forms.
I don't want to take pictures in the kitchen anymore. We have a dedicated space. Let's transform this closet in here into a place where we can, almost like a photo booth. But I really want something that will move. So I don't just want to use the wall. Does that make sense?
Okay.
I want something that'll move forward, like I can pull it forward. So
let me research it now.
Let's see if we can get Mr. Problem Solver on this.
Okay. I'm on the case. This is a 4x8 sheet of foam insulation board. And the idea is to be able to bring it out at an angle to put the clothing on to take pictures. So we're going to have to figure out how big we can leave this thing without it being too cumbersome to do. So I've got to frame it out and attach this foam board to a structure that'll prevent it from wobbling and all that kind of stuff. I've got the foam board down and cutting it to size using an X-Acto blade and a square to make sure that my cuts are good. I'm going to use this veneer sheet as the backing for the foam, and I've got some scrap 1x1/2 inch that I'll use to make a frame across the sides and the top and the bottom, and that'll give it enough structural rigidity that it shouldn't wobble too much when we're moving it away from the wall and all that kind of stuff. I've got the foam on the board, and I'm just going to trace it out to cut off the excess board. Using a staple gun, I stapled on the other side staples to hold these corners together. And what I'm going to have to do is glue this board to the veneer sheet and then secure it on the other side with staples so it doesn't go anywhere. Clamp it on the corners so it doesn't move. To secure it. So now I got everything clamped down and glued. Just wait for it to dry. Now I've got it flipped over and all the staples are around the edges of the veneer holding the frame on. Next thing we have is some felt material to cover that foam board to use as a backdrop. So Got it sized up, cut, and then we're gonna flip it over and then staple it to the back. Putting the staples in. So here's the finished product. What do you think?
Works perfectly.
Okay. You got your backdrop that's movable. You also put this together to put shoes on. Right now we've got a ring light to help get the lighting in here, but I'll show you what we did on the inside.
I can also move it
Yeah.
so it has a little bit of a tilt.
There is a screw up top. I'm probably going to hang some fishing line off of that, just to have a little bit more flexibility to hang clothes on this backboard. And on the inside of the closet, we've got LED strip. 2 actually, all the way on the inside. And if you've seen them, I mean, they're just controlled by these little switches. So it does put out pretty decent light. And I replaced the closet light with an LED as well. So without it, it's pretty humdrum. And if I turn the ring light off, it's as dark as can be. So now we've got the picture station that we need to list on all the different platforms that we're on.
Thank you.
Happy?
I'm happy.
All right. Problem solved. See you on the next one. Bye.
Bye.